I have a lot to share with you, and I don't want to do it twice. So I'm just going to wait and give people a chance to join. Today has been a total shit show. I hope you can hear me. Yesterday we made the decision that we would get all of the donkeys. So yesterday the number was about 30, 32. And we were like, all right, we can do this. We opened up Potter Valley. We moved lots of donkeys. We have the capacity. Let's raise the money and let's leave no donkeys behind. And this morning we got here and there were quite a few donkeys dropped off overnight. The number of donkeys on property got up to 40, 50 actually. Two of whom is a mom and baby, and the baby is sick. And so Talia from Alcina in the Barn has local quarantine facilities and relationships with the local vet. And she took those two to get them to the hospital because they wanted to have done well on a 30-hour trailer ride. And then we committed to the other 48. So we went in this morning with 48 numbers on our list. That number, plus Talia's 2, would have been no donkeys left behind. And then we were started, and then the auction started, and we were bidding. We had a total of 4 online accounts and me in person. So I was bidding in person as the base of Austin's Place. Everyone knows who I am. And then we had 4 random online accounts to bid. But somehow, it could be a number of ways, but they knew from the very beginning what was happening.
One person just said can't hear you, so maybe just speak up a little bit.
Can everyone else confirm you hear me so we make sure there's not an audio problem? Jen, Liz, some of our OGs, if you'll just reply saying I can hear you.
Someone said on Instagram, I can hear you, just low. No one has said anything on Facebook yet. Jen said I can hear on Instagram. Carrie said, it's windy, we are hearing wind. So maybe just speak up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not starting over, and I guess it's weird to leave donkeys for people, but I'll get closer so people can hear me, and this poor guy will lose his pets. I'm also in a very foul mood. So it started, and from the get-go, the donkeys were being sold to us for $4,000 per donkey. From the very start, on the online accounts with random names attached, to when I bid in person, anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 per donkey. So this is happening every 45 seconds. Obviously, we know that we are losing in this scenario and that we are being taken advantage of in this scenario. And that it's not sustainable. I mean, there's no way we have enough money to pay $4,000 bail per donkey. but also we've committed to not leaving donkeys behind. Like, we're not going to say, all right, well, we've got the mom, we're not going to get the baby because of what we're paying. So then people familiar with the situation started texting me, telling me to stop. People that I trust who know what's happening. And so we stopped and we walked out. And then from what I can tell, when we left the room, the donkeys started selling for $400 a piece. So we have a lot to confirm, we have a lot to figure out, but basically when we were in the room, it was a 10 times markup, and when we left the room, it went down to $400 a piece. Now, this is the first time this has happened to us, so we have a relationship with Bowie, Texas, with the auction. I have told them what we're doing with multiple accounts. I've told the owner, because I'm a man of integrity, and I believe in professional relationships, and he's going to find out one day. I'd rather it not appear to be sneaky and behind his back. So anyway, so each auction we've gone to, there have been 2 or 3 donkeys that we have paid over $1,000 for, and then all the rest of our donkeys that we've gotten between $200 and $500. And that's the agreement that we have, and I'm happy with that. I think that's the right thing to do. Today was the first day where every single donkey was $4,000 or $3,000. So we walked out. Leaving bonded companions separated. I will say, I'm going to get asked this question a lot, and I would really like to answer it one time. But I will say, the 2 that we posted about last night, there was an older gray boy that got dropped off, and then he was with a tan boy, and when they got separated, the tan boy was screaming. We fundraised for them, and with all of our online donations that came in, we didn't raise enough for them, but we got them. So they are on our list. They were part of the ones we got before we walked out. There is one specific donor who has said, even though your online fundraising is slow, or even though your ambitions are huge, because 48 donkeys is a massive ambition, that person has said, I'm going to give you what you need to make this happen. So even though the online fundraising hasn't been enough for any of these particular donkeys, we've got them because of the help of this donor. So we walked out, we got organized. Turns out, of the 48, we got 24. Those 24 cost us $55,000. I have already wired $55,000 to Bowie Livestock Auction for those 24. And those 24 that we didn't get, and Talia from All Seated in a Barn is going to help us track down all of the traders and all of the kill pen buyers who bought those other 24 donkeys one by one, and offer each one a 30% markup to the price that they paid. So they're getting donkeys at the $400 range. They're just about money. So one by one, we're going to offer them a 30% markup, and we're going to try to get the rest of the donkeys. She is confident we can do it. Everyone may decide to keep trying to fuck over Oscar's place, or may not. We don't know. I'm grateful that she's going to walk us through it. I won't pay $4,000 for another donkey. So that's the plan. We got our 24. There's another 24. We have a plan to do some back alley deals with some slimy people. I'm sorry if you're watching, but this all feels very slimy. So I am still confident that we're going to get, try and see if that's off of one of ours too. Probably one of these laying down. I am confident that we're going to get 48 donkeys, plus Talia's 2, and that we're still going to say no donkey left behind. It's just a lot more work and a lot more stress and a lot more money than it needs to be, or than I thought it would be. So that's the situation. Then we had to arrange another trailer. We had 2 lined up. So now we have 3 trailers lined up. One that's leaving today, one that's leaving tomorrow, and one that's leaving on Tuesday. So now the job is Kenneth is in the process of figuring out, we want 48, we've got 24. How do we divide up 15 for the first trailer? Then which 15 will go tomorrow? Which 15 will go today? Which 15 will go tomorrow? And which 15 can wait until Tuesday? When you look at these donkeys, when you look around this pen, these donkeys do not look good. These are flat ears. These are shut down donkeys. These are thick donkeys. Now, I can tell you with a pretty high degree of confidence that they didn't look this way yesterday. Right, Madison?
Right.
We looked at health and demeanor yesterday, and these donkeys were brighter yesterday. So it is very possible that the stress that they've gone through today, of being separated and run, and flagged and hit, and one by one, and then brought back out, and then it is possible that the stress has just been so overwhelming that what we're looking at is stressed out donkeys, not sick donkeys. But we don't know, and we're watching them very closely. So what Kenneth has decided is he's going to send the babies and their moms today, because the babies are the most vulnerable. We're going to get the babies and moms out of here. Then he's going to send the sick ones tomorrow. So the ones that we know are sick, we can't put on a trailer with the babies. It's almost guaranteeing that they get sick. And then the healthy ones will go on Tuesday. So the plan is we're going to try to get 15 moms and babies out of here today, 15 sick donkeys out of here tomorrow, and the final 15, 18 out of here on Tuesday. So that's the plan. So they screwed us. It's not a surprise. We knew that they were capable of this. We had a particular plan that worked for several auctions. It did not work today. And in the heat of a very stressful moment, I had to make a decision. Do we keep going and get every donkey at any cost? Or do we walk out? And I made the decision to walk out. So, because I don't think it would have stopped, y'all. I think we would have been paying $6,000, $8,000 per donkey if they would have seen we had the stomach for it. And I think for the longevity of donkey rescue, it was irresponsible to stay, so we left. And so that's the situation. So now, what our auction rescue trip has turned into, now we have to identify 14 or 15 that we own, get them separated, get their Coggins test, get their health certificate, get them ready, and get them loaded and get them out. Then we need to start negotiating with the people who bought the donkeys that we want, and one by one buy those from the traders and the kill pen. Then we need to get the next 15 Coggins test health certificates isolated, ready, and out for tomorrow. Those will be our sick donkeys. And then we need to get the final 16 Coggins health certificates isolated and ready for departure on Tuesday. So we have a lot of work to do, a lot of numbers to keep straight. This auction is going to be our most expensive auction yet. There are going to be people online saying things about what we've done. There are people online that are going to talk about when we pay $4,000 for a donkey, we screw things for donkeys. It's not untrue, honestly. It's never happened before, so we've done this many times, and that has not been the path. And it happened today, and we stopped, and we made what is an extremely uncomfortable decision to stop. So people will say it, it's not untrue. The minute we realized it, we stopped and took on the burden of figuring out how to do it on the back end. So let them say what they say. They're not telling lies. We're still going to get every donkey. I won't leave a donkey here. So we have a lot of work and a lot of side hustling to make that happen. And we're gonna make it happen. So, anything else to say? I mean, that's what the day has been. It's been horrible. Madison and I were talking about how last time I came to the auction, what broke my heart, what like hurt my soul, was the sick, injured, sad, stressed donkeys and the dead donkeys. So last time I was really emotionally damaged by the condition of the donkeys. This time I feel emotional damage about the people. People did us and our mission and our donkeys wrong today, knowingly. So that really sucks, and you know, makes me hate people and love donkeys even more. But we're not going to get on a plane and just leave because we're pissed at the people. We're going to still stay and eat crow, go in there and pay premiums to all these slaughterhouse buyers, because that's what it takes. So
all the donkeys that sold this morning, are they in this pen, or are you guys the ones you guys bought?
Some of ours are in here, but most of the ones that sold are in here.
Okay, I'm looking for one. I just can't find them. Might be in here.
They might have a few stragglers up in the solo.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I did just see. No, that's the old man. Somebody just walked away from this Cornerberry Lane. It might be the red one.
To the layman, this doesn't look like much. This is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
Does it look like a donkey or a
It's
horse?
a donkey. It's old. I don't think it's a donkey here, but that like the whole hoof just came off.
The Kenneth has found a hoof on the ground, and if it's one of ours, we will work with a local rescue to euthanize that donkey.
I think we would know.
Does it look like these two? Or this guy.
Yeah, he's got all four.
And he's sick.
Like, there would be blood.
Yeah. Any questions from anybody? Anything that we should talk about? Oh my god, I'm too old to sit like this. Oh my god, I don't have any blood in the bottom part of my legs. Don't worry.
Everyone just saying you're doing the right thing by the donkeys. Yeah, everyone just very supportive. Someone asked, did Kenneth come back for the auction?
Kenneth came back for the auction, out of retirement. Madison can help explain this to all of you in a later video, but it just takes a very particular person to do this. And I don't mean emotionally strong. That's not what I mean. Being emotionally strong is like 15% of this. You need to be highly organized, highly detailed, a really strong communicator. You need to be physically really strong. Like, to do this, it takes a lot. And I was like, I can't imagine doing it without Kenneth, and so Kenneth agreed to come back. And then Madison came to her first. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. The good news is, it's not even that sunny here. All the sun and shining on my face is a reflection from Madison's engagement ring. She's got such a pretty engagement ring that it's like blinding me right now, so I wish I had some shades to wear. Alright guys, so please keep sending your good thoughts and your support. It's going to be a shitty 24 hours. We're committed to getting it done. We're committed to saving these guys. We're committed to not leaving a donkey here. And we are going to do everything in our power to make that happen. Then we will make it very clear to all of you that we did it. I will say one last time, we posted a video last night of an old gray man and his tan buddy, and what happened when they got separated during intake. And we got them both. They're in here. We have eyes on them. They are on the 24 list that we got, not the 24 list that we have to get. So they are safe and secure. See ya.